goal of all of these recordings is to, in some way, shape, or form, inspire something within you to practice being more present, being in the moment, while also realizing that there are tools and things in your environment that will help you take one step forward towards getting to the places that you want to get to. If you can practice being more in the moment, being here, being right now, and incorporating certain practices in your life to help you reach that state of presence, kind of stripping everything back and just being more in the moment, that will in turn help you get to the places that you want to get to. All of these recordings are in some way, shape, or form made with the intention to inspire that within you. If you can be more present, you are more of your most authentic self, the truest, most purest version of you, and that is only going to benefit you in every area, every avenue of life. If you can strive to be more of yourself, operate with pure intentions, then success is going to find you in some way, shape, or form. Things are going to come into your life that help you get to the place that you want to get to. And by practicing presence and being more in the moment, you return back to who you are. You help yourself. You help yourself in all these different avenues of life. Everything that I'm currently building with Presence of Being is to promote that present lifestyle and help you return back to who you really are, because it's made such a positive impact in my life. Incorporating presence into my life has helped me, and that's why I promote it so much and am such a big proponent of being in the moment, practicing presence, meditating, etc. With that being said, thank you very much for tuning in and being a part of our community and listening to these recordings, listening to this podcast, the Presence Being podcast. In this recording, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about, and I'm trying to be more consistent with these recordings and releasing at least once a week, but I'm trying my best to go up to twice a week. But let me know what kind of things you want me to talk about, because if I'm increasing the amount of episodes I release, I'm going to need things to talk about. So let me know what kind of things you want me to talk about, the kind of things that you would like me to cover by messaging me on Instagram at Presence of Being. You can join the community over there. That's where I am most responsive. And also, if you have any just general comments or questions, I'm always happy to chat and answer all of my DMs, so you can just hit me up there. So the purpose of this recording is to talk about something I spoke about it briefly in a TikTok video, but I think one of the most important things you can think about, at least in my opinion, is like, if you feel confident about yourself and where you're going, and you're proud of yourself, like deep down, like in your heart of hearts, when you put your head on your pillow before you go to sleep and you're just proud of who you are, you're proud of the fact that you are being yourself, you're not trying to snake anybody or harm anybody, you're just being yourself, you're doing the best that you can with the cards that have been dealt, with the cards that you've been dealt, and you're just putting one foot in front of the other, working towards a certain goal that you may have. That is a great feeling that you can experience, or a feeling that you could just feel. Because if you aren't being honest with yourself, if you aren't being transparent with yourself, if you're operating with not so good of intentions, and you know that you could be giving more to other people or giving more to the work that you're doing, every night when you go to bed, you could be thinking about it. You're with your own thoughts at the end of the day. So if you can be proud of yourself and the kind of things that you're doing, even if you aren't making as much progress as you would like, we don't know exactly how the things that we want are going to unfold. But if you are being honest with yourself and you're doing your best every day, or you're trying your best to improve in some way, shape, or form every day, you can go to bed every night knowing that and being confident in yourself and proud of yourself. Most importantly, that you're doing the best that you can. And doing the best that you can looks different on everybody. And it's important to remind yourself of that. I've spoken about this in a previous episode about the importance like not comparing yourself to other people, because everyone's journey is different. Everybody's story is different. Everyone comes from different backgrounds. And the pathway that someone's going to take to get to their goals may look completely different than the pathway that you are going to take to get to your goals. Everybody's journey is unique to them. And it's important to remind yourself of that frequently. And I remind myself of this all the time. I spend so much time on social media because, like, building the brand, it's important to be on social. But it's easy to compare yourself to other people. It's easy to look at what other people are doing, people in the same space as you, and seeing like, oh, they have this, they have that, whatever. It's easy to compare yourself. It's a lot easier said than done to tell yourself, like, okay, don't compare yourself to other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people. But at the end of the day, you have no idea what anybody else is going through. You don't know how other people are feeling about their life. Social media is a highlight reel. But like I said, doing the best you can looks different on everybody. Two people may have very similar goals, but if they're going to take one step forward every single day in the right direction to help them get to that goal, one person may go down this path, the other person may go down this path, just based on who they are and their experience. And at the end of the day, they'll get to the same place, but the journey is just different because people are different. If you can go to bed proud of yourself, proud of the things that you are doing, the person that you are becoming as you progress, as you grow, and you treat yourself and you give yourself the support and love that you give other people, you treat yourself with respect, you treat yourself like someone you care about, that is going to go a very, very long way. It's easy in the self-development space to get caught up in what other people are doing and the way that they're getting to their goals, or the way it seemingly is unfolding for other people. But be on your own team. Be kinder to yourself. Realize that their journey is unique to them and your journey is going to be unique to you. By treating yourself like someone you care about, treating yourself like somebody that's important to you, being kinder to yourself as you progress, as you grow, while also being, hard on yourself when you're not doing the things that you should be doing, and being serious about your growth and your progression and making sure that you're holding yourself accountable. You develop that balance there where you're not too easy on yourself, but also not too hard on yourself. You have that support as you grow, as you get better. You're able to, talk to yourself in a productive way that's going to help you move forward. Because at the end of the day, you have your own back. You aren't going to slip up and go down this negative cycle because you have your back. You know that you aren't going to let yourself down because you have that relationship that you've built with yourself. The most important conversations that you are ever going to have, some of the most important conversations you are ever going to have, is going to be with the person that you see looking back at you in the mirror. If you're afraid of yourself, if you're afraid to be by yourself, I highly recommend spending more time with yourself. Spend time in meditation. Go for walks alone, without headphones, without listening to a podcast or a book. Just be with yourself, be with your own thoughts, and get to know yourself better. Become more self-aware by spending more time alone. It's not easy. It's uncomfortable. But sometimes things that are worthwhile are difficult. They're not easy. But if you could just spend more time with you, get more comfortable with yourself, start being more comfortable in your own skin, you're gonna get to like yourself more. Realize that you have flaws and you have strengths and you're unique and nobody is like you, and that's a cool thing to recognize. Of course, we all slip up sometimes and we all face resistance, and not everything is going to be pretty, but if at the end of the day that you have your back and you could be proud of yourself and the progress that you are making towards your goals, it's a great feeling. It's a great, great feeling because you aren't afraid to be by yourself. At the end of the day, you're doing the best that you can, which is the most important thing. You are doing the best that you can with the cards that you've been dealt. The relationship that you have with yourself is going to grow over time. It's going to evolve. As long as you're being honest and transparent with you and your growth, then that relationship is only going to continue to improve, continue to evolve, and change as you change as an individual, as a person. Be easy on yourself. Be patient with yourself. Realize that your journey is unique to you, and show yourself some compassion. The fact that you strive to get better and that you want to improve, the fact that you have a goal that you may be striving towards, a goal that you want to attain, the fact that you just want to improve is incredible and something that you should be proud of, because in reality, most people don't have goals. Most people don't care to improve. Most people don't care to get better. So if you want to improve, if you want to get better, that's something to be proud of, and you should pat yourself on the back for even having the mindset that you're like, let's go. Like, I want to build something. I want to get better. I want to build myself up. I want to build the relationship that I have with myself. I want to experience more out of life. Like, that's a rare trait. If you think about it, that is a very rare trait. So you should pat yourself on the back for even thinking that way and wanting to improve. And also, if you want to go a step even further, be grateful for the fact that you are hardwired that way, that you have this mindset. So that's basically all I wanted to get across in this episode. I know it's a bit shorter, but you can think of this as like a little reminder piece, so you can listen to this again whenever you feel down or unmotivated. Just have compassion for yourself, take it easy on yourself, and remember, the main thing I want to get across in this recording, realize that when you put your head on your pillow before you go to sleep, if you could be proud of yourself, if you're honest, transparent with yourself, with others, if you're giving, if you know that you're giving all you can to improve, if you know that you're taking one step forward every day, you're putting one foot in front of the other every day to improve and get better, and you're just content with who you are, you're happy with yourself, you are yourself, your most authentic self, you're striving to be your most authentic self, and you could just be at peace with that fact, that is a great feeling. And if you can strive for that, you're going to be able to build that relationship up with yourself over time. It's only going to get better. It's only going to improve. And that's a great feeling. So have compassion with yourself. Realize that you're good. Again, if you want to DM me, if you have any comments or questions, I'm always happy to chat at Presence of Being on Instagram. I hope that you are having an amazing day wherever you are listening to this. I hope that you continue to have an amazing day. Thank you for being a part of the Presence of Being community. I'm so grateful that we're building this community up. I know I say it every single recording, every single episode, but it's very true. It really means the world to me. I'm very grateful for what we are building, and I'm grateful that you are a part of it. I will see you in the next recording. Again, DM me if you have any recommendations for the kind of things that you want me to talk about or whatever. I'm always happy to chat, and I will see you in the next recording.